Everyone, this is Tiffany Martinez. As always, I hope you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. This is part 3 of Will It Work? I purchased a self-standing vacuum cleaner on Temu. This is the second one I purchased. The first one I purchased, I showed you guys that it was working and all that great stuff. And it did work and it did perform. The only problem was the seller advertised it as self-standing. So, that being said, I had to box it up and have it returned to Temu so I can purchase another one, which is this. Again, part 3. And this time, this will probably be the final video, but I'm not quite sure because I believe that the battery is going to be not fully charged, similar to when you buy a brand new cell phone. The battery usually comes almost fully charged, maybe about 60% charged. Well, when I got the first one, so it was charged. Let me do a sample video. So in the event that the vacuum cleaner powers off, chances are it is not the vacuum cleaner stopping to work or dead on arrival. It's not going to be like that. So um, I think I'm going to start making more of these videos where I find items that are very similar to what I already have, or basically a brand name. Because I already have several of the Hoover Power One vacuum cleaners, whether if it's the handheld, um, it's the actual full size cordless vacuum cleaner. Everything is cordless. I also have the cordless. Obviously, it's cordless because it's um, a flashlight. And the reason why is that I went with that line initially is because the battery worked with all the tools. So I ended up with like 2 batteries and all that great stuff, and I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to buy their self-standing cordless vacuum. I think they call it a vacuum stick or whatever. So I ended up just buying that and the ones that I already have, and now I bought this one. And I'm going to put it together. As I said, if it shuts off within, I don't know, 10 seconds of me using it or 20 seconds, that means the battery's not fully charged. But I want to put this one together um, through the live, and it's like a little protest at the same time for those who are out there who like basically hates on Temu just because this stuff allegedly comes from China. As you have already learned, if you were been here for 40 plus years, majority of everything on this planet is made in China. So, and those who are stuck on brand names is something I'm trying to basically steer clear of buying brand name products, because you're basically paying for their logo, their name. That's all you're paying for. You're not. It's not even about the item, or the sneakers, or whatever the case is. So I'm trying to steer clear of that. It did come with the instruction manual, which I did not need the first time I put it together. And it comes with this one as well, extra tools. The first one that I bought, I ended up folding it into like, that can fit in my folders basically. Folded it like you would do a professional letter. So I can stick it inside. I actually store some of this stuff in my Trapper Keeper. Yes, I still have a Trapper Keeper. It does come with the screws, which I did not use last time, because I do not intend on mounting this to my wall. I'm not going to do that. So, if you're just now joining, this is the replacement of the other vacuum cleaner that I bought. Nothing was wrong with it. It performed perfectly. The only problem was it was not self-standing. So, okay. And that's why I returned it. It worked perfectly. And this is the same stuff you're going to find on Amazon. The exact same stuff. And sometimes I look up and I find the actual seller on not only Temu, eBay, Amazon, and even Walmart. So, I'm going to finish putting this together really, really quickly. This one actually looks like it's a two-piece. Okay. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you are seeing this video, whether if it's live or you're catching the replay. It easily snaps together. And I did make part 1 and part 2 already. What fancy pants? Oh, and it comes with a bunch of like tools to clean out the vacuum cleaner. Like I'm almost betting this is the same one that's Hoover. Or rather that Hoover makes. And inside this box is the power source to be able to charge it. It's the power source. And this one is another tool. I love things that are it has multiple uses. Like this will break down that I can use it in my car if I would like to. And I'm almost certain that this is the charging port. I think. Let me see where the power source is. Yeah, it's a little different than the Hoover One Power, but it's the same concept. As long as it charges and it performs as it should, wonderful. And this is the canister. Comes with a couple filters, making it easy to rinse off. And there are a couple more like attachments in the box that I probably will show. See, like I said, this part, you can make this part with the attachments so you can use it in your car, which is really, really, really cool. And this is where the battery goes inside, and it's 100% cordless. Okay. Which I love things that it actually extends. If you've seen part 1, then you know that I don't really come in my art. I'm just now starting to come back into my living room. Let me get the other part. Okay, they included, what you call it, to be able to attach your tools. You can be able to attach your tools. Because usually when I get stuff like that, I can't even tell you a lot. I would just throw that away. Like that onboard tools, I would throw it away because there wasn't any, a place to put it. there wasn't a place to put it, so I would just basically trash it. But this one looks like it's going to work out just fine. And this is the battery. If I accidentally turned it on, accidentally, there's a 45%. It was 45% charged when I put that on. I don't know if that's how it goes. Yeah. Well, it is a little wobbly. I will definitely, like I said, I want to be honest about it. It's a little wobbly, but not like the one that I first had. Again, it's supposed to be self-standing. And I talked to the seller before I bought it, and they assured me it was self-standing. So, unless it's something I'm doing wrong, which is always possible, let's see, because this would have to be, okay, yeah. Yeah, sometimes, sometimes, sometimes people give Temu a lot of grief. And I don't know why that many consumers give Temu a lot of grief when it's the same stuff that's sold on Amazon, TikTok videos. Even though I don't have TikTok, I usually see them on YouTube whenever someone basically borrows someone else's hard work. And it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff, and people give, like I say, Temu a hard time. And I honestly believe that they give Temu a hard time because that's their supplier. Then people can buy things below wholesale. Why do we need the other people who are selling it for a profit? And I'm not knocking that, because I have a store too, but I don't really promote that store as much as I used to. You know? But you can't get mad that someone has your supplier list. Okay. Alright, that part I'm getting, but for some reason, this is supposed to lock in place. Which is doing what it is doing. There may be actually a part 4 because I have it assembled, and this is the way that it came. But what I'm not understanding is how would you be, like, the blue part I think is supposed to be Let's see. Okay. Basically, this is supposed to be like turned so you can lower it underneath places like this, like places you want to get really deep inside. So there may be another part to this video, I mean. Let's see. But I am very excited about this vacuum cleaner. Really excited for it to actually work. Oh, I get it. That goes there. I don't know where this one goes. Or maybe this is the same piece. Yeah, I think so. I think they're working today. Oh, this is a handle. Okay, this is the self-standing vacuum cleaner. It does stand on its own. As you can see, it does stand on its own. It does stand on its own. There most likely will be a part 4 so I can show you the vacuum performance. That's very important to myself. I know I'm not necessarily selling these or promoting these. However, I am always trying to save you guys money. This is anyone that's out here, anyone. So you don't have to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on other products when this one will work just the same. So I was a little confused when I first put it together because I'm not big on reading the instructions unless I absolutely have to read them. But it is self-standing, and that is important to me, and that is why I returned the first vacuum. If you saw that video, it was black and white. It looked just like my Hoover Power One. And I was going to buy the Hoover Power One, but I'm all about saving money. I'm not necessarily about just buying something just because of the name. If I can save a few dollars or a few $100, I will do just that. But this is going to be the end of this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. if you are interested in part 4 and probably part 5, because I'm probably going to do a video in my car. I'm just seeing how well it picks up any like dirt that's in the car on the dashboard, things of that nature. You can also follow me on Twitter at lawfulmoney76. Enjoy your weekend.